The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Flush to his right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Horn. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Horn. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Scott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Back to throw. Horn. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky!
To throw on 2nd down. Horn. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Horn. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Richmond! Come back! Richmond!
To throw on 2nd is Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Richmond! Tiger!
From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Malone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46.
Down. Black 22.
From the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tiger. Come back. Richmond.
Watson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch you now, Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Horn. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun!
Throwing on first down. Horn finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action. Horn. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Horn. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down now, Scott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Horn. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Black 39, Philly. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson going deep for Diggs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down. Yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To throw from his end zone. Horn. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On first down, Horn out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Horn. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Reset, reset, reset. Richmond, Richmond. Black 99 Philly.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson, and it's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 1st and 10, Horn. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Horn. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun, gun!
Off the play fake. Horn. He's going to go deep for Conley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Horn. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
1,
from the gun. Horn. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffen in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw. Horn. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Horn. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on third and long. Horn. Step under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Two jet! Two jet! Richmond! Richmond! Two jet! Two jet! Two jet! Two jet!
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Green the line! Green the line! Black 99 Philly!
A give. This is Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come back, come back. Blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back. 2-jet, 2-jet. Come back, come back.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Anthony Walker, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They pitch it out to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Hey, green the line, green the line. Two jet.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
On second down, here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Watson now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Watson operating from the gun, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Horn. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Scott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Horn. Escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Boston Scott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So come up here on 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went back backwards, back to the 33. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11. Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Horn. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun! Watching that, Barney! Watching that, Barney!
Off play action. Horn. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Horn. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Horn. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try.